right, here we are again with some more embodiment and resourcing. So we'll start with our centering practice. Hands over lower dantian, lower belly. It's like a reservoir of energy there. That's what dantian means. Tuning into our physical manifestation, checking in with how our bodies are doing right now. Noticing what you notice, letting go of any judgments. It's like listening to a friend that doesn't have words, but just conveys to you how it's doing, what it's feeling, what he or she is feeling or needing, or just expressing. And then moving our hands up to the heart area, tuning into our emotions, our empathic beingness, and checking in, how am I doing on this level? And again, there may or may not be words. It may be more in the form of feeling tone, energies, colors, images, and it may be words. So just noticing how your emotional self is showing up right now. It may be very quiet and subtle. And then bringing hands up to the head area, the home of the mind. Although I sometimes experience mind in other parts of my being, but we'll just let this be the hub, thinking, memories, manifestation of thought and inspiration. How is this aspect of your being right now? And then letting your eyes gently open, bringing your arms and hands down, resting your arms in your lap. You can stay seated. We're going to do a seated one this time, but I'm going to pull my chair out so you can see a little bit more of my body. Make a little adjustment here with my camera, about like that. Yeah, so we're just going to do an embodied warm-up. It's nice to be able to do it seated, because sometimes we are seated and there's not an option to get up. There's still ways to move a little bit and get the energy moving and allow that to just bring more information about how your whole being is doing. So let's just start with a little bit of arching back and rounding forward. Arching back and rounding forward. Mostly this will be in your upper body. It's possible to also do it down into your hips. If you're into yoga, this is cat-cow, but in a seated position. We can also include the breath. Big breaths in as you arch. Exhale as you round forward. Remembering that you can always adjust. You can make it very small. It can even be really interesting to let the arms be down and just let it be a spinal movement. So rounding forward and arching back. Yeah, and then letting that go. Now let's twist the spine. And the way we do this is like, imagine the vertical core of your body up and down. We're going to twist side to side around it. Bring one arm across, place it on your opposite leg on the outside. Use that kind of as a way of twisting and torquing your upper body around. Look over your shoulder and then come back to center. We'll add the breath to this. So when you're facing center, take a big breath in. And then exhale, reach across with the other arm and twist as you exhale. Inhale to the center. Reach across, exhale as you twist. Inhale to the center, and we just repeat that. Feeling that nice twist all the way up and down through the spine, into the neck, into the head, even the eyes. And again, you can go just a tiny ways, remembering that even the smallest gentle movement has benefits. A lot of times when we injure ourselves, we think, oh, I can't do anything. I have to be still, to let the injury heal. They're finding out more and more that the right kind of movement, if you have an injury, the right kind of movement done very gently can actually help the healing process. So let's come back to center and we'll do one more. This time moving the spine side to side in the vertical plane. So you can do this just by tipping to the side. I like to use my arms too. So one arm comes up and over and I tip and then bring that arm down. Exhale as you tip to the side, stretching the side. Inhale to the center. Exhale as you tip, letting the head lean. Inhale to the center. Tipping, you can feel the ribs opening on one side. Let's do one more to the other side. And coming to center. Now just take a few moments and pause here, maybe with your eyes closed, and notice how your body feels. Notice if you feel any difference, any changes. And then we're going to come into our theme for today, which is gratitude. You can open your eyes and we'll just stay seated for this. And I'm going to be doing a little guided exploration of gratitude, and just to recognize how gratitude can be a resource for our nervous system. And we'll see, maybe it will be, maybe not for you, but it can be. And it can be a resource for many things in terms of how we relate to other people. And it's really a nice counterbalance to just to understand that it's a biological kind of hardwiring to look for the negative. If you think about it in terms of survival, as we evolved, over millennia, that in life, we need to make sure that we stay alive. And so our nervous system developed by being attentive to the environment and even the internal environment to notice danger and then to react, respond, to take care of us. So knowing that that's kind of a foundation that is actually for our benefit, but it can also be a default. So we can default into that where we get into a habit of seeing life as unsafe or that there's danger and actually look for that. So it's almost like it takes no effort for that system to be going or running in the background. And it does take some effort for a lot of us, especially if we've kind of gotten into a more negative habits or depression or those kind of things, to have it be a choice to turn towards what's going well, what's positive. And so a gratitude practice, and some of you probably already know how to do that or do it yourself, but let's just do it. So let's start by realizing that we can look on many different levels. We can look on our physical level, are we safe? Do we have enough food? And being grateful for that. We can look at our relationships, noticing the people in our lives that we have a strong connection with, and we can feel appreciation for that. We can think about our work and our art and whatever we're doing in our lives, and feel gratitude for that. We can look at our spiritual development, our aspirations, and feel grateful for our connections with the universe and the sacred. So for right now, for this moment, I invite you to tune in to what comes up for you when you ask yourself, what am I grateful for in my life right now? And see if you can lean towards something that you feel an aliveness for. So it can be easy to mentally tick off a list, where it's sort of like, yeah, I have enough food. Yes, I'm grateful for this and that. But see if you can tune into what you really feel an energy for right now that you're grateful for. And it can be anything. It can be a favorite pet, something in nature, another person, a simple smile from a stranger. And it's possible that you might notice many things. So for the rest of the practice, I'd like you to choose one thing, and because we're going to use that, we're going to build on that a bit. So choose something that you're going to focus on. And as you identify your chosen focus, just notice the details, the specifics. Like, what is it about this person, this event, this thing in nature, whatever it is, what is it that is so special to you? You could even mentally note it, whether it's something somebody did for you, noting that. So it's like becoming more intimately connected with. A lot of times when we notice something we're grateful for, it'll just be this little moment, which is great. Or you might just say thank you to somebody and then move on. Well, this time we want to stay with that experience longer and breathe into it like we're breathing life into it. Feeling what it is about this something that you've chosen that meets your needs, or that resonates with your values, or that touches your heart. So it could be an outside something or even an inside something. Noticing both what that thing is and then also what need it meets for you, or heart chord it resonates with. And how does that feel in your body, if at all? Noticing that. Does it bring a smile to your face? Do you feel warmth? So we're looking at this whole being perspective and experience. And really feeling that. So the magic here is feeling it, is allowing it to be resonating on all these different levels. And this amplifies the power of it. And letting this be a point of focus for another few breaths, another few moments. And I'm going to be silent to allow you to just have your own experience, savoring your experience of gratitude. And it's fine also if you want to put it into words, like thank you to whoever or whatever it is. And allowing that feeling of gratitude to center in your heart. And imagine, maybe if you visualize, great, or just imagine somehow that energy is right in the middle of your heart and it's radiating out from your heart in every direction, behind you, above you, below you, through your body. It might lift your face into a bit of a smile. So like a star of gratitude radiating out into the world, into the universe, perhaps even touching other people or animals or trees. And then we'll close our practice there for today. Thank you.